Hello, fellow gardeners. If you've ever wandered down the gardening aisle, you know how easy it is to get tempted by bottles and boxes of compost activators, promising to turn your soil into a magical nutrient powerhouse. I'm here to let you in on a little secret. Most of these products aren't doing anything your garden can't do on its own. In fact, there's a simple, cheap, and incredibly effective kitchen ingredient that can outperform these activators. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it, step by step. At Soil Sage Chronicles, we focus on practical, tried and tested methods that give your soil the love it deserves, without breaking the bank. So if you're ready to give your garden a real boost, let's dive in. Before we replace them, it's important to understand what compost activators actually do. These products are marketed as microbial boosters, packed with enzymes, sugars, and bacteria. Their main purpose is to speed up composting or improve soil microbial activity. However, most healthy soils already harbor millions of beneficial microorganisms. The real limiting factor isn't microbes, it's food for the microbes. Without a proper carbon source, the bacteria and fungi in your soil won't thrive, no matter how many expensive activators you add. This is where our humble kitchen ingredient comes in. Instead of buying bottled activators, you can feed your soil microbes directly using something you probably already have at home. Yes, it's that simple. Molasses, or other unrefined sugars like jaggery or even brown sugar, is a powerhouse for soil microbes. It's rich in carbohydrates, which feed bacteria and fungi, encouraging them to multiply and work harder in your soil. Unlike commercial activators, molasses is concentrated, cheap, and free from fillers or chemical stabilizers that don't benefit your plants. Molasses doesn't just boost microbial activity, it also helps your compost pile heat up faster and accelerates nutrient cycling. And when combined with fermented plant juice or FPJ, you get a microbial superfood that can give your garden a noticeable boost in vigor, leaf greenness, and fruiting. Fermented plant juice, or FPJ, is a technique where we extract the nutrients and beneficial compounds from fresh plant material through a controlled fermentation process. When we add molasses to FPJ, we are essentially giving the soil microbes a feast. This combination provides both microbial food from the molasses and plant-derived enzymes and growth signals from the FPJ, which helps plants absorb nutrients more efficiently. Unlike store-bought activators, this approach introduces local microbes that are already adapted to your garden's environment. This means they work better, faster, and more sustainably. Let me walk you through a simple, foolproof method I've used in my own garden. You'll need fresh, fast-growing plant material. Legumes, leafy greens, or even kitchen scraps work well. Chop about 1 kilogram of plant material into small pieces, then mix it with 1 kilogram of molasses. A 1-to-1 weight ratio is key. This mixture should be placed in a jar or bucket with a loosely fitted lid or breathable cloth, allowing gases to escape but keeping insects out. Fermentation will take 5 to 7 days depending on your climate. Warm temperatures speed up the process and you'll know it's ready when it has a sweet sour aroma, not rotten. Once fermented, strain out the solids and you have your FPJ ready to go. Label it carefully, especially if you're preparing multiple batches from different plant types for comparison. Now that you have your FPJ, how do you use it? Well, the key is dilution. You really don't want to overwhelm your plants or soil with concentrated FPJ, as this can actually harm them. For most garden applications, the ideal dilution is about 1 tablespoon of FPJ per 1 liter of water, which is roughly a 1-to-1,000 ratio. You can apply FPJ in several ways. A soil drench around your plants is highly effective, as it directly feeds microbes where they live. You can also pour it onto compost piles to accelerate decomposition, or sprinkle it over mulched areas to encourage microbial activity in the topsoil. And always apply early in the morning or late in the evening to minimize UV degradation and ensure maximum absorption. The beauty of FPJ with molasses is that it scales easily. Here's a practical guide based on garden size. For a small garden of about 10 square meters, or 100 square feet, you'll need roughly 10 liters of water and 10 tablespoons of FPJ for each application. For medium gardens, around 50 square meters or about 540 square feet, just scale up to 50 liters of water and 50 tablespoons of FPJ, which is roughly 750 milliliters. And for larger gardens, say 100 square meters or 1080 square feet, you can go up to 100 liters of water and around 1.5 liters of FPJ. The frequency is just as important as the amount, so you'll want to apply FPJ every 10 to 14 days to keep your microbial community thriving. And remember, over-application really won't help. Our goal here is balance, not overfeeding. One of the most satisfying ways to see how effective FPJ and molasses can be is to run a simple side-by-side experiment. Just choose two identical plants, same species, size, and growing conditions. Then, use your FPJ on one and a commercial activator on the other. This way, you can really see the difference for yourself. Track growth over a few weeks, noting differences in leaf color, plant vigor, stem thickness, and fruit set. You'll likely notice that the FPJ-treated plants are greener, more vigorous, and more productive. This hands-on approach not only proves the method works, but it also teaches you to observe your plants carefully, an essential skill for any serious gardener. Beyond stronger plants, FPJ with molasses provides multiple garden benefits. Your compost pile will heat up faster, organic matter will decompose more efficiently, and soil structure will improve over time as microbial populations thrive. Unlike expensive activators, this method is sustainable, cost-effective, and, fully under your control. It also encourages a deeper connection to your garden. Watching microbes and plants respond to something you've created is honestly incredibly satisfying. From my experience, here are a few extra tips that make a huge difference. First, use fresh plant material. Older or wilted leaves really reduce the nutrient content in FPJ. Next, maintain the 1-to-1 molasses to plant ratio. Too much sugar can create an overly strong fermentation, while too little actually starves the microbes. Also, monitor the smell and color. A sweet-sour aroma is ideal. If you get a rotten or putrid smell, that means the batch failed. Finally, keep FPJ in airtight containers. Once strained, it can be stored in a cool place for up to 2 weeks. Remember, gardening is part science, part intuition. FPJ with molasses gives you a predictable, repeatable result while still allowing you to experiment and adapt based on your garden's needs. Fellow gardeners, it's time to stop wasting money on expensive compost activators. Your soil already has the microbial community it needs. All it requires is food, proper care, and observation. FPJ combined with molasses is a simple, affordable, and highly effective alternative that can transform your garden's health, productivity, and resilience. By following the steps outlined here, adjusting for garden size, and carefully monitoring your plants, you'll gain results that speak for themselves. This method is sustainable, easy, and, best of all, something you can make in your kitchen today. So, why wait? Start your FPJ experiment this week, watch your garden flourish, and share your results with fellow gardeners. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more hands-on gardening tips, and share it with your gardening friends. Together, we can grow healthier soil, healthier plants, and a healthier planet, 1 tablespoon of FPJ at a time.